Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you. I'm excited for all the new subscribers we've been having and how this community is growing. And I love being here, and hopefully we can help and support each other in our budgeting adventures. We are a family of 4 adults, and my husband is retired Navy. And he also has a salary job that he gets paid a salary. So this is our monthly calendar view. I use this to help me with my paycheck to paycheck budgets. And that is what we're working on today. We are doing paycheck 1, which consists of anything that happened on the 1st of January all the way to the 12th of January. So right now I'm just focused on the bills and what the spending categories are going to be for this time period. And that's where we're going to start with. So let's go ahead and dive into this budget. Okay, so here is my paycheck 1 budget. I got you zoomed in as close as I can without cutting too much off, maybe a little too close. But I love this little header here. He's so cute, little snowman, so cute. I don't really care for snow, but I don't mind looking at it on a sticker. So I do like that. So I have laid down here everything I really need to work on as far as discovering, do I have enough income coming in for this paycheck period. So I'm gonna write out all the things here for the deposits that came in and all the things that are coming out that are fixed expenses, and over here are my variable expenses. So here all the bills that I know about that I had listed on the calendar, we're going to put right here, and then everything else is just me giving my best guess on what I probably would spend in the cash of the budget for my spending categories, which is grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, any copay for medical reasons, whether it's a doctor's visit or medicine, and then any unbudgeted, which I'm planning to avoid as much as possible this month, because I went way overboard and was just happy shopping, happy house shopping, happy Christmas shopping and gift shopping over from Thanksgiving to Christmas. So that was a month of spending, and whew, I'm exhausted. So let's get started. Okay, I am back. So I have all the income put in here at the top, and then I have all the bills and expenses, fixed expenses here. I just realized I haven't done the these categories yet. So let me go ahead and fill this in. I have budgeted for paycheck 1 for the first 12 days, $534.00 there. That's the budgeted amount. I give myself $1,600 for the whole month, and then I break it down by paychecks, and then I also break it down by week. So that's going to be interesting. I haven't done the weekly yet, but that is my next video if you want to see how I do that. And if you haven't seen, I've already done the monthly video, monthly budget. Go check that out. And I talk about these numbers, this part of the paycheck, and whether I have enough for the entire month. And it's very close this month, so I have to be very careful with our income and our expenses. So restaurants, I am only doing $168 this paycheck period. And I think we're going to stay in that because I haven't been feeling well when we go out to eat, so I don't want to go anywhere. $184. And if you're not aware, I do have a medical condition. I do have diabetes. And so going out to eat is not very easy, and sometimes I go overboard, and we did over the holidays, and I'm just not feeling well. So I think I want to work on that more and take care of myself more this month. So gasoline, I'm just giving ourselves $84 because we just filled up right before right after the holidays, right before the new year. So that we may not even use that, or one of us might use that, but we won't need all of it. But gas prices are going up, so can't help it there. And then I have copay, and I'm doing $60 here. I don't think we have a lot because I just refilled prescriptions, so we should be okay there. And I'm going to put 0 for unbudgeted because I don't plan anything. But if I do spend, I can put it under there and have a total to make it balance with my checkbook, or my checking account. And that's where this money is coming from. is my checking account. So we're going to calculate the income that came in at the beginning of the month. The only difference from what I showed in my monthly budget is I went ahead and put this 3 cents here. It doesn't matter if it goes under estimate or actuals, it's 3 pennies as long as it's accounted for. All these numbers have already come in. I'm late doing this. So this estimated is the actual unless something other comes in. I'm just going to be repeating that later. So this is what we're working with. And the account that we have collects dividends. It's a credit union, Navy Federal Credit Union. So we get pennies in our account sometimes. Let's go ahead and do this. I have here $5,635.05. So that works, well, I guess that works. I assume that works for my budget. We're going to have to see after I total all these numbers up down here. $5,635.05. There we go. All right, so moving on, let's do the fixed expenses here. All right, so the fixed amount here, I have $4,720.56. So I'm going to write that total down here. Now you don't have to do it this way. You can just keep totaling from the other side and just put one number down, but I have the stickers, so you know, I'm going to total it up together. Let's see. There we go, got that number down. So now my spending categories. So that's all I have over here is spending categories. If there's anything else that comes up that I want to add or that had to be paid out of the checking account and needs either its own line, that's not going to be under budgeted because I want to know what it is and be able to track it again later, I would just put a 0 here and then do an actual. But for the most part, this is going to stay the same, I would think. I mean, we're 5 days into January and the 12th is not that far away. So yeah, I don't think it's going to change much. So let me total this part up and then we'll see how close I am to what we have. And it's going to be pretty close. It's definitely tighter than normal. That's just the spending category. So $1,000 for 12 days, that's a pretty good amount. Usually I keep it well below that, but I definitely want to roll over some of the grocery money, hopefully $100 or $200 of that. I don't know how well I'll make it because sometimes I stock up at the beginning of the month and there's some good sales and then I don't spend as much later. It just depends on what's going on at the grocery stores, and I typically only shop at one store, maybe two. I actually did a Walmart grocery pickup today for a few items because I was running low on something and my son loves this one particular orange juice and my closest grocery store didn't have it, so I have to go to Walmart. But that's okay. And my Walmart's the only one around, so it's crowded. So I only do grocery pickup there. That way I don't have to deal with the crowds and the germs and the colds and stuff. So there you go. So let's total these two numbers together. Trying to figure out what I'm doing here. So we have $4,720.56 and $1,030. There we go. Okay, I'm over budget here. Why am I over budget? Okay, so I think I know what the problem is. I added trash because I do have to pay trash. It is coming out of the checking account because that's the only way they let me pay without charging me a fee. And it's a sinking fund, which I forgot to make a note of. And so I'm going to go up here to other. There's two things that are happening up here at other. Hopefully this solves the problem because, yeah, this is not fun. I had to transfer from my sinking funds two things. Last month's $69.99 for what I was talking about earlier. I think in this video, I have a subscription to Excel, or to iTunes that gives me Excel and Microsoft Word and all the PowerPoints and all that stuff. And so that was $69.99 plus the $92.28 for the quarterly trash charge. So that's coming out in this paycheck as well. So the $69.99 plus the $92.28. That gives me $162.27. So I actually transferred that specific amount of cash. So I'm going to put it under other here. And if there's more that come over this month, then I will add it to this 62.27. And then I'm going to add that to the $5,635.05. All right, there we go. So let's see if this is enough to cover, and I'm going to go ahead and erase this. And this is why I use Frixon erasable pens. Mistakes happen. I make mistakes frequently, or I change my mind about something. And that's okay. It's not as pretty, but I live with it and it's fine. And my handwriting's sloppy anyway, so that's why I use stickers, because when it's pretty around the sloppiness, they kind of, cancel each other out a little bit. So let's see if I can have enough money now. And that might have been my mistake problem. So let's get these numbers down here. Do I have it all on here? Kinda, yeah, sorta. Let me zoom out a little bit. All right, let's try this. So I'm going to subtract the $4,720.50 and minus the $1,030, and okay, leaves me $46.47 left over for the month, for the paycheck period. And that is not a lot of buffer. That's the buffer, my checking account right there. So what it's going to come down to is my spending categories here. And can I keep my spending categories under control? And will I be able to have more than this $46 left over in my checking account after this paycheck period's over with? So I'm going to be paying very close attention to it. I'm going to definitely keep tracking it, and my weekly check-in, which is coming up in the next video. So let me zoom out and we'll close out this one. Okay guys, I just realized a huge mistake that I made. I started recording and I did a whole segment and finished the video with Paycheck 1, and now I came back and changed the numbers, and I'm going to be way over budget for the spending categories, but I'm going to figure out how not to spend that much or where the money's coming from to cover it all. But I didn't have enough for the categories. So Paycheck 1 is 12 days, not quite 14 days, but it's pretty much 2 weeks. And I didn't quite give myself 2 weeks of what I typically would for $1,600. So I have 5 weeks that I'm working with in my weekly check-in. In order to get my weekly check-in and my paycheck budgets to match, I have to do it on the Fridays. And that's where I kind of came up with, realized the error of what I was writing. So I took out the old video and I put in the numbers for the new one. So that's where we're at right now for Paycheck 1. So I'm going to be way over budget as far as what is considered available money for Paycheck 1, but my spending categories, all of this is 99% of this goes on to the credit card, and then I pay it off weekly. So when you see me do my weekly check-in, it's me figuring out how much have I spent and how to pay off my credit card, and based on what I've spent. So there's that. So I won't really not be able to buy what I need. I just will have to finagle a little bit. But as long as by the end of a Paycheck 3, I pay everything off on the credit card, then I am still within budget in my mind. So yeah, I do apologize for the adjustments, but let's go ahead and get into what my variable spending will be. So I have $640 plus $200 plus $220 plus $100 plus $60. So that was my grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, copay. I don't budget for unbudgeted. I had $1,030, and this is more than that. So I have $1,220 and 0 cents. So I want to add this number plus this number down here, and I'll zoom you in just a little more so you can see everything I'm doing. There we go. So I have all these numbers. I'm totaling these two up right here. So I have the 1222 or 1220 plus the 4720.56. All right, so that's going to give me more than what I actually have in an income right here. So I am in the negative for Paycheck 1. not necessarily in the negative in the sense that I don't or won't have the ability or the money. But what I want to do is be cautious and save, not spend as much in these categories as much as possible. So that difference would be, I'm going to write this number down real quick. Let's see, 594056. Okay, so I have income of $5,797.32. That's what's in the bank account. That's the cash put in there. Know it's there. I've seen it. I know the balance. All right, so I'm going to take out, and this is going to end up a negative number. It's truly going to be negative, $5,940.56. And that's going to be me $143.24 over budget. So I want to save at least that, or even a little more than that, in these categories right here. I don't want to go over, and I don't want to be in the negative. So if I can say not spend $143 by the end of paycheck 1, which is entirely possible based on these numbers, I just have to be cautious as I'm spending and going out and doing things, and just making sure I'm wise about what I'm getting when I'm getting it. Do I have to get it now? Yes, there's a sale, but can it wait till the next round of sales? Because everything goes on sale eventually, and they rotate when they do the sales for specific things. And if you can notice those patterns, you might be able to wait and hold off until the next sale comes around. So instead of stocking up all the time, I'm always stocking up, and I don't necessarily need to. But this is my budget. I'm going to leave this sticky note here to remind me, if I can get the sticky note off. Let's see. Trying to get it to where it doesn't curl. There we go. Leave the sticky note right here, and that'll remind me that I am over by this amount based on the budget, but not in actuality. If I have to use the credit card to float me the $100 and some, I will. Let me zoom out here. But this is my paycheck 1 budget. Oh my gosh. Starting January off with a bang. Look at that. So yeah, I hope your budget is going better than mine and things are going well. My next video is the weekly check-in, and I will be filming that next, and you will be seeing that too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.